In a video message early Monday morning, our best friend's last words to us were, "Love you both." We can't help but think how fitting those words were, for if we could only say one thing about who Angel was, it was that she was loving. She exemplified the love of Christ in everything she did. She loved deeply. When I first messaged Angel in early 2013, I had no idea how much her friendship would change all of our lives. Though our grandfathers had been friends for years, we didn't meet until that summer. God brought us into each other's lives at just the right time, knowing just how much we need each other then and in the years to come. In a world full of takers, Angel was always a giver. We would talk for hours, or we'd talk for not a week. It didn't matter. We remained close. Though we did have a difference of opinion on occasion, we never spent 1 minute angry, bitter, or jealous of one another, and that was a gift. Angel cheered us on every step of the way. She was loving, selfless, kind, encouraging, loyal, and lots of fun.
We have many special memories with Angel and her family, who in Angel's words and in our own hearts became our family. We spent a lot of weekends in each other's homes. In fact, we were making plans to come stay with her this weekend. While our weekend escapades were always a blast, some of our favorite memories were made on the many exciting trips that we were able to take together. From Cedar Point to New York City and Disney World to Gatlinburg and everything in between, there was never a dull moment.
The night before one of those trips, I was staying at Angel's house a few rooms away from hers. When I woke up around 2 a.m. with a bat on my head, I frantically dove for my phone under the covers and called Angel. She woke up and was at my door in a heartbeat, not believing what was going on, but she was there. She did not come in the room, mind you, to support me, but she did stay out of the room and helped coax me safely out of it, while Randy took a broom to the poor creature, and we laughed hysterically the entire time. And Barb screamed. Then, just a few hours later, and 700 miles later, in an emergency room in New York City, Angel was also there for the rabies shots. Again, she was laughing, but she was there, encouraging, caring, and making me smile through it all. And on the way home from our Disney trip, when my sickly self had to be pushed in a wheelchair, all the way through the airport by Randy, she was there too, laughing again. But she was there. After every trip, I would say, "You're never going to want to take me on a trip ever again." And she would always smile and say, "Yes, we will," and we would always go again. She was loyal, and she was patient to a fault to this crazy friend, and Angel loved her people. Admittedly, a very large majority of our conversations were focused on one singular topic. You guessed it, boys. Or in recent years, we would insist we're only looking for men. Yes. We would spend hours discussing weddings, and each of us had ours planned to a T, except for one minor detail, the grooms. This year on Valentine's Day, she gave us each copies of a book entitled Love Letters of Great Men, Volume 1. She was one of the sappiest people we knew, and we loved her for it.
In fact, just last week, Angel sent me a video of a maid of honor singing her speech at her best friend's wedding. She said, "You better do this for me." To me, it was one of the cringiest things I'd ever seen, which I told her as I was laughing. And she admitted it was hilarious, but that I should still do it for her. She loved all things romantic love and all things family love. For Angel, family came first. We heard story after story of fun times and funny moments, especially when it came to her nieces and nephews. We're always hearing stories about Kenzie, Julesy, Liam, and most recently, Killian, who, she said, smiled the sweetest and was the happiest when she was holding him. She sent us plenty of pictures to prove her point. Angel loved to love. Not only did Angel love others, she also loved to have fun. This year, when we went down to Gatlinburg for IHC, we got there a little early so that we could have a day set aside just for fun. Our day began in Dollywood, where we rode every ride, and sometimes the same ride 4 or 5 times in a row, played hillbilly mini golf, which was a story in and of itself, rode go-karts, and braved the slingshot. On the last ride of our night, we were flung hundreds of feet in the air while spinning back and forth, all while simultaneously going around in a continuous circle. Barb was just sure Angel had passed out, but in reality, she and I were having the time of our lives, eyes wide open and living each moment to the fullest. Angel loved to have fun, and she loved life.
Many would say her life was cut short, and while it's true in the earthly sense, we know that in this moment, it's furthest from the truth. Right now, she is more alive than she's ever been. Jesus shaped Angel's outlook on the world. Often in our daily conversations, the three of us would share testimonies of how God was working in our lives. In recent months, Angel shared with us how the Lord was doing a new and deeper work in her that was giving her a newfound and evident joy through her total and complete surrender to Christ. More than people, more than love, more than having fun, and more than life itself, Angel loved Jesus.
And she wants you to love Jesus too. But I would not have you to be ignorant, brethren, concerning them which are asleep, that ye sorrow not as others which have no hope. 1 Thessalonians 4:13. KJV, of course. She would have been very disappointed how we compromise and use any other version. Though we grieve deeply for a life taken too soon, we're thankful that as Christians, we have the hope of heaven. Amen. With each passing day, heaven has become more real to us than ever before. If you're not sure where you're going when you leave this world, please make sure. There's nothing in this world worth having more than Christ, and Angel knew that. She loved people.
She loved love.
She loved fun.
She loved life.
She loved Jesus.
And we love her as heaven to heaven and back, as we would always say.
We can't wait to see you again in heaven, Angel.